that. And yes, I got my camera kind of low. Trying this new angle out. Uh, uh, Whatever. But I hope you guys can hear me good. I just wanted to say that I hope you guys watch out for any Democrats these days, because um, like, I'm gonna try not to preach with you, and half of this is satire, guys. So I'm not being that serious. You don't need to be scared of people, but I do see this new kind of like I was just thinking about this last night, right? Which is that the whole campaign of Kamala is just one big satanic, what I'm saying, attack on people. You know what I mean? It's just one big satanic attack, and the reason I say that is because, like, I got a propaganda from her, right, in my mail, which is crazy in itself, because what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying, she wasn't in the primaries, like, she just stepped in for Biden, right? But anyway, uh, the point is that like, I have to give credit to Trump for the fact that he was taking on Biden, and now he's taking on Kamala, and he's still winning. I mean, like, it's like they were trying to double team him, right? Like, you know what I mean? Gotta give credit to that. And during a time where he almost got killed, he almost got shot, right? And he's still doing this. It's just a landslide victory, I think it's gonna be. But the point is that, like, people that are not even, that have never voted are trying to vote, right? And I encourage everybody to go out and vote too. If you wanna, just don't, just. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, vote for Donald Trump, because, um, like, seriously, because, this occurred to me yesterday, right? Even though that there's a lot of people on there on Donald Trump's side that are, like, rich, or, very racist. You know what I mean? I guess is the right word. Imperialistic, paramilitary conservatives. Uh, Even though that might be true, the left is just, like, on some other ish, that, and Donald Trump kind of gotten away from the Project 2025 thing. I mean, he kind of distanced himself from that. People ask me, right, how was it, during Trump's, reign or whatever. I'm like, it was terrible. It was terrible, because, why? Because the left made it terrible. You know what I mean? The left, the people that voted for for Kamala Harris, and for Biden, you know what I mean? They're the same ones that try to mess me up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And they, like, okay, so I had a girlfriend right at that time. She cheated on me during that time. As soon as, like the first year of Donald Trump's presidency, you know what I mean? 2020, I think it was. No, yeah, maybe no, 2019, I think. She freaking cheated with a Mexican. So I was like, bruh, this is like, people are y'all trying to play the victim. You know what I mean? Like, and they were trying to play the victim, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some bullshit. And I really didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate the fact that they were trying to act like victims, when I clearly knew that they were, there's some evil, sinners and stuff, and that sinners are wicked, and that they're evil, right? I don't fall for that shit. So I was looking at this propaganda that Kamala Harris is putting out, and it's like straight up just like, I'm fighting for women's rights, you know what I mean? So, like, trying to victimize women again. I'm like, I can't believe that this bitch, you know what I mean, fucking trying to tell women that they're victims after so long, bro. Bro, like, seriously? It is demonic what she's doing. Like, she's totally avoiding, like, trying to ignore the fact that of what feminists have done in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like if they haven't been slaughtering men, you know what I mean, left and right, since because of feminism. You understand what I'm saying? Totally, like, not in touch with reality, bro. I mean, like, that's totally fucking crazy. For them to try to say that they're still fighting for women's rights. Are you kidding me? I mean, after that, like, every woman, 90% of women are here are whores. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is completely insane. And you're trying to tell me that they're victims again. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's crazy as hell. And, like, I know she's a politician, so she's not, like, based in reality, I know that these politicians eat from the same freaking table, and they're not really in reality anymore. They're fucking suits and shit. But the point is, like, it's unbelievable that you're trying to still like legitimize women's rights and shit like that when they have caused so much fucking pain and destruction in society, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy as hell, bro. And the like, it's demonic is what it is. You know? Like, I want to be clear about that. That she's trying to convince young voters, young women especially. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be first time voters that are gonna come out, right? Because a lot of old people don't vote anymore. They don't, like, a lot of people in this country don't want to vote. You know what I mean? They suck, and that's why they don't know nothing that's going on. Like in North Carolina, right? Only like I don't know, less than 10% of people went to go vote. I mean, in the primary, in the, like, for our own, you know what I'm saying, for our own governor and shit. Only like less than 5%, I think it was, actually, to be honest. Less than 5% of our people went. I mean, can you believe that? And so, like, people are not going to vote, but they're going to be hearing Kamala Harris, and the new voters, the new women that grew up with all these gay people, etc. They grew up with all these gay people. They're going to be like, oh, she's the good person. She's fighting for our rights and whatnot. Making them feel like they're, like, insinuating that they're victims. And this is demonic. They're not. This is demonic. Like, I want you to understand one thing, okay? These feminists are not victims per se. They're not as much as a victim as I'm a victim. You know why? Because they have free will and they've chosen to do their bullshit. What they lack is accountability for their actions and responsibility. You know what I mean? I'm literally more oppressed than them, and I don't have a voice. I don't have people coming to save me, right? Not even Donald Trump literally represents my struggle either. You know what I'm saying? These people don't represent my struggle, but you know what I'm saying? At least Donald Trump makes his money off of, like, a legitimate, industry and career business. These hoes are prostituting themselves, you know what I mean, like Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? And that's just totally immoral, you know what I'm saying? That's just totally immoral, right? And so what we're losing is morality here, and that's why the whole society's fucking up. And so, what women need is a kick in their pants, right? Not to be called victims evermore. You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the last thing they need, bro. That's just demonic, bro. You've been helping them, like, destroy men's lives, and then you're gonna freaking say that they're victims again. That's your whole thing. Like, that's your whole freaking campaign. Pretty sick, it is sick to me when I hear about this. And so I saw that coming in the mail. Is like, vote for her. She's gonna save your women's rights. She's fighting for women's rights. Like, women have too many. Like, they have too many rights, in the sense that they are messing up certain things. They're messing up certain things. Like, when I say they got too many rights, I'm saying, why is it only up to women to determine whether a kid, can see his dad, or, you know what I'm saying, or trying to, or the kids' rights, because now even kids' rights are in jeopardy, you know what I mean, because of immoral women. People forget that whores promiscuous women are evil. Like, they just forget that shit. Like, you know what I mean? They let freaking Stormy Daniels like, gave her credibility against Donald Trump. She's a sex worker. They give Kim Kardashian validity. She's a fucking whore. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all give all these people, credibility, and they're all immoral people. You know what I'm saying? So the people that support immoral people are immoral themselves, and they just think that nobody notices, but we do. You know what I mean? I make these devils nervous, bro. mean, we do. I know this. And like that's the worst part about it, I guess, is that they think that, that we don't notice. Like that, I don't have, like, they don't think I have a conscience. I got a better conscience than these old people. These old politicians are corrupt as hell. You know what I mean? The older they get, the more corrupt, the more likely that they're corrupted. And basically. But yeah, you gotta understand that, like, for me, like, I see that it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, man, like, we're talking about morality, and, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I know that women that are single mothers are, most of the time, 90% of the time, or not more, immoral. I mean, I just seen it with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't convince me otherwise. Yeah, so watch out for the satanic attacks, because, these girls are gonna think they're victims. They're gonna start looking at you all crazy and shit. They're gonna lose their mind, bro. I'm telling you, that's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes. Bro, where's my fucking team at, bro? God, these people suck. You know what I mean? But, like, it's sad that this happening, bro, because, like, that's how I know that the left is, like purely demonic. Like, think about the last 10 years. Think about feminism, bro. These young men were sent to the slaughter for 10 years, bro. All they've been doing is just messing up. Every girl has cheated on their man. All these dudes, they have degraded, like, society, because dudes can't trust each other. We're like, yes. And, like, they've done so much stuff. They killed millions of fetuses that are babies. They have lost their goddamn mind. They're out of their rabbit ass mind. And they lost their morality and shit. And, and they're evil, and they don't take accountability for their actions. You know what I'm saying? They make men, and they try to guilt trip us and make it seem like we're this and that and the other. Yo, screw these. Yo, these girls are whores. They're whores. And they try to, like, know one thing, right? Women lead us to drinking and self-destructive behavior, right? Women lead us to do that shit. I don't care what y'all say. That's what they do. And reality is that, damn it. So like I'm saying though, you have to like think about this. Like women were like slaughtering men. Like when I say slaughtering men, just like not only their fetuses, they were cheating on men, you know, just to spite them. They were all together criminalizing men, pushing them to the edge, pushing their buttons all over social media. You know what I'm saying? The cancel culture, they were stepping on our basic human on our First Amendment of cancel culture, which is freedom of speech, right? They're pushing an agenda, narrative, the feministic, transhumanist agenda. You know what I mean? Then they try to push this eugenics, basically, and you know, racism and shit like that. Basically Nazis. And then, you know, they all over social media, they did the Me Too campaign, which is to criminalize men, right? Criminalizing men and shit, and like, you know, also unleashing Satan, while also like saying it's sexual liberation, but then they're like victimizing themselves. You know what I mean? Like, for example, right, in 2012 and 11, they were on a campaign to make game developers feel like a bunch of monsters for simply putting jiggle effects onto female characters in a video game. They said this is sexualizing women, right? This is what, like, for real, they were making gamers, the nerds, not the fuck niggas. They were making the nerds that they didn't even want to talk to in real life, that had flocked into gaming, right? Because they're lonely and they're at home and they're just playing video games by themselves because no girl wants to talk to them. They came and attacked those guys, right? Not the gangsters, not the drug dealers, not the niggas at the clubs, not the motherfucking rappers, not the their boyfriends, you know what I mean? The bad dudes, right? No, they attacked the nerds that they don't even fuck with, and they came over here to where they were and said that those guys were watching too much jiggle effects on fucking Chun-Li on Street Fighter, that is objectifying women. You know what I mean? They made the developers of these games, who are smart people, who are good people, right? They're smart, you know. They made them feel like they were monsters. They forced them to inject feminism into their shit, because if not, they were going to be labeled misogynist. You know what I mean? And they did this to all these fucking nerds, and they kicked them off the fucking sites. They got them banned off the shit because they spoke out against it. And they said, fuck this, and that's when they started banning people. That's when they stopped our First Amendment right of freedom of speech and freedom of expression and art form and shit. Even Charlie's character, in order to let women in, but they demonized us and criminalized us and said that we were, you know, why do we play video games? Because we don't have no girlfriend, right? And then they came over here to fuck with us. And you know what I mean? They try to say that Star Wars fans were like not inclusive, and it's like Leia is a freaking female. If you actually like Star Wars, then you would actually like George Lucas' Star Wars. You wouldn't try to fucking switch it up and inject feminism into it. Go make your own fucking Star Wars. You know what I mean? And shit like that. But the community was obviously not misogynist. But again, they said that because they wanted to act like little victims, right? This is how I know what they're doing. They wanted to act like little victims. This is the Trojan horse that they use. And Satan is inside, right? So they're like, so simultaneously they're saying sexual liberation. They're saying sexual liberation, and then they're saying that they're victims, right? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that shit. These girls are fucking retarded. They're trying to control every aspect. They can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a whore and be married and be treated like you're a fucking saint. Because you're not. You know what I mean? You can't go to hell and heaven. There's a gulf. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, what the is this? You know what I'm saying? And so what they did, right, was, you can come at me. What they did was they said that they were victims, right? And in the gaming industry, they injected themselves into it, and overnight they fucked up all the good shit that we had coming to us. You know, they fucked up all the good shit that gaming was. Like, you guys don't understand how fucked up it is now. Like, this shit is whack. You know what I mean, like, gaming used to have its own, like, real fucking shit. You know, like Halo 3, you know, Modern Warfare 1 and 2, right? Like, there was no girls in those games, right? Because that's just unrealistic. It's just unrealistic. Now they had to included women. But the thing is that only men bought those games. Women didn't like that shit. Women like to play games in real life with people's emotions and people's relationships. You know what I mean? That women are fucking they're more perverted. They all been having sex, bro. Look, understand one thing, bro. They all been having sex. They're all whores. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't like compared to your life. You probably don't think they're having sex. They've been having sex. I mean. And that's what y'all don't understand, bro. That they're demonic and shit. That all the shit that they say is a lie. And so sodomy, man, no, bro. Like oh my god, in my city, bro, sodomy is illegal. Like this place used to have has churches all around, and then these freaking immigrants and fucking stupid black people and stupid fucking whores are gay. And they're fucking coming from other cities and they're coming from other places and just messing up the whole entire identity of this place, man. You know how freaking annoying it is to watch that shit? Like to see people fuck up a place that like I don't even want them in. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even want them to be here. You know what I mean? Fucked up, bro. Like seriously. It's really annoying. I mean, and like basically, man, I'm saying so yeah, I mean that campaign that they're having, bro. So what they did was that they got that Trojan horse. So what they did was they got themselves onto the companies, right? Because they said, oh, yo, we're gonna like if you don't allow, you need to allow women on there to take creative control over female characters and tell you that because you're males and you're stupid and you don't know how to treat women and this is offensive and shit. It was like a girl's opinion. You know what I mean? And it's like what the fuck, the Chun-Li character? So you know what they did, bruh? Like I'm gonna be dead ass. You know what they did? They motherfucking they found a Rey, a female character in Star Wars, right? Who has no fucking tits, right? And looks like a fucking 12-year-old boy's body. Right? Like a prepubescent boy's body. No tits, no ass, nothing. Just like whatever. And then, it doesn't even look like a female. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, and they killed Han Solo immediately. And they made Kylo Ren an emotional fucking man. Like emotional grown-ass fucking man. You know what I mean? And it's just fucking ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. And they made her OP. And y'all know how bad the story play was. Like y'all know how bad the fucking script was on that fucking movie. Like the first movie, right? They land in a fucking desert, right? Searching for a lost Sith artifact, and they happen to get swallowed by a worm, and in that cavern that they get swallowed in the middle of the fucking desert, in the middle of a Tatooine Jupiter-sized planet, right? They get motherfucking, that just happens to be exactly where they needed to be to find that artifact. Like, what a fucking plot device have I ever seen one. I mean, this ain't no goddamn fucking Goonie shit. This is Star Wars, bro. What the fuck? You know what I mean? And it just doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? And they ruined something that was so fucking, used to be so fucking dope. I mean. Anyway, that's not even my biggest gripe. Because they fucked up, then they fucking fucked up Mark Hamill's character. You remember that? You remember when he was in that, in that interview? He was like fucking, that motherfucker looked like he was fucking dying, bro. He was like, he fucking rocked, fucking shook. You know what I'm saying? Because even he thought that they had gone in the wrong direction. And now when you look back at that shit, you're like, oh, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's not that bad. You're like, oh, because they have fucking desensitized us. I mean, that shit sucks, right? I went to the fucking premiere. That shit sucks. And I didn't leave that shit feeling like that good. The only thing I liked about it was that J. Abrams got like the look, sort of. Like you see the Millennium Falcon, you see the characters, like the real characters back, and it still has it's like a throwback film. Like it has it makes a lot of references to older films, right? And of Star Wars. And you have characters in it, but then they killed those characters. They killed Harrison Ford, and I'm like, what the? Han Solo, and they're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would you do that, bro? You know what I mean? And just to get, and then this little bitch at the end, and the fighting is fucking bro. The fighting, oh my gosh, dog, it's so fucking lame. Like, that's the shit that I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, y'all didn't even fucking rehearse this shit. You know what I mean? I'm not convinced. I was not convinced she's a fucking Jedi, nigga. She's not a fucking Jedi, bro. She's a fucking clone or some shit. She's a goddamn clone, fucking slash, fucking made up character. I mean, she don't know how to fight, bro. She don't know how to fucking fight. Nobody does in that movie. No, there's not a person with a skill. There's not like one good fucking lightsaber match. Not even the last one with fucking Luke Skywalker. That was supposedly fake. There's not one fucking, scripted fucking shit. It's like, okay, the first movies were kind of, they're kind of old, so, they can't really do much with the lightsabers because, whatever. Because of their time or whatever the fuck. But fucking, like, when you see the fucking, the episodes 1, 2, and 3, fucking George Lucas, bruh, fucking really stepped the game up and the emphasis on the skills it needed to be a fucking, Jedi. But then with Rey, this fucking bitch, fucking Kathleen Kennedy, stupid fucking cunt, fucking made it the fucking qualifications, set the bar so low. Bitch don't even know how to fucking, like, bruh, just watch how she fights. It's so fucking stupid, bro. It's obviously, like, just show some aggression, Daisy. Daisy, just show some aggression and just swing your lightsaber like a stupid fucking savage. I mean, there's no fucking skill behind that shit. They're fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? There's no choreography. There's nothing. This shit's fucking trash. Like, I could just punch her in the fucking face. Just punch her in the face, Kylo. Fuck this motherfucking bitch. Fucking shit. I mean, you know what I mean? Type of shit, And it's like, I mean, Kylo Ren was the one good character they had, and they ruined him too. They made him emotional and stupid. You know what I mean? Like, they make every man in that movie stupid. Look, feminists will make every man around them fucking feel stupid as shit. Because they're victimizing. And they're trying to make it seem like we're monsters. So that's why we hold back. And that's Satan. That's Satan right there, bro. That's Satan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's a sin to be, it's a sin to be feminist. It's a sin to be feminist. Or feminine. I mean, for men. You know what I mean? Anyway, what was I gonna say? So then they came over here and fucked with us nerds, right? And the nerds, and so in those gamings, they ruined The Last of Us. They ruined The Last of Us 2. You know what I mean? Wow, simultaneously, you saw that shit is fucking purely demonic. That shit, every time I play that game, my stomach gets sick, bro. Like, every time I play that game, I can't play that game, bro. It's just too sick. Like, it has so much feministic, and AKA satanic, energy in it that I get sick, bro. I can't play that game. And I haven't finished that game. That game was the worst fucking the worst. It had the high hopes. Like, it had the highest hopes. You know what I mean? That was the game that we were all waiting for, Like, if you played video game. And it had the worst reception. That shit ended up in the trash in China. Even people in China didn't like that shit. Bro, what the fuck is you doing, dog? God damn, you stupid motherfucker! Yo, sorry guys, no Johnny. My bad. Nah, but I was gonna say this though. Like, I know I just woke up, bro. So, I had a long night, and I'm about to push in like maybe 12 hours. Nah, maybe like 8 hours, 6 hours right now. No, that's not that bad. Then when I get back, I'll do another 6 hours, and that's like 12 hours. So I'm gonna grind tonight, bro. Push that oil. But anyway, burn that oil, whatever the fuck, whatever it's called. Ah, man. Anyway, so then they messed up The Last of Us, as you know, and they just messed up all of gaming basically, and then they allowed on Twitch, right? They banned. Twitch is a streaming platform where you're on right now, right? Guys like me, as you see, I got no play, right? But they banned, right? You know, and you see, you guys are complicit in this because y'all don't speak up against this, and this is why they're allowed to do this shit because y'all have been brainwashed. I mean, y'all have been brainwashed. Like Kim Kardashian and all these whores and all these people, they wouldn't exist. If y'all would speak. Damn. So anyway, like I was saying, the anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so then they banned people like fucking Doctor Disrespect, right? Like they're gamers, okay? Like I don't understand why y'all let like women feminism fuck our shit up, bro. Like y'all fucked up. I mean, y'all fucked up because they were scared. You know, they were scared to get canceled and shit. You know what I mean? That's why they allowed these because these bitches fucking cried wolf. They claim to be fucking victims when they're not. They know they're not. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you know, just like with Kamala Harris, they're trying to convince these girls that they're victims. They're not victims. You know what I mean? They're not. They're spoiled first world fucking girl country fucking bitches. It's ridiculous, bro. And all these girls cheated, bro. All these girls fucking cheated. All these girls cheated, by the way. You know what I mean? And like I said, so what? Now like, we gotta apologize or some shit? Like, you know what I mean? Nah, bro. You know what I mean? That's not how life is, bro. That's not real life either. You know? This is just control. People trying to control us. You know what I mean? And it sucks, bro. It really does suck. Like this is fucking terrible. You know what I mean? And this is not for women. Like she's not helping women. She's just saying that to get votes, right? This is what politicians do, right? But to try to fucking say that men are at fault here, like, you know, I mean, shit. She's trying to cashing she's checking the cash, or what is it? She's checking a check she can't cash, right? She's fucking writing a check she can't cash, bro. I mean, it's just like those fucking stupid ass fucking feminists that. So anyway, like I said, fucking chicks. Ah. So anyway, the last match right here. So yeah, so then they proceeded to kick off people like Doctor Disrespect. They shut up our right to speak. They criminalized us. They banned us, while they were also stepping on our First Amendment right and dehumanizing us, criminalizing us with their Me Too movement, which is a narrative agenda, transhumanistic whole feminism agenda. You know what I mean? In order to try to dehumanize us as men, right? And again, all of this is satanic because they were victimizing the entire time. You know, they're victimizing this entire time. So they're making us feel sorry for them while they're trying to kill us. You know what I mean? They're trying to destroy us, and they want us to feel sorry for them. And their little victimizing is the Trojan horse, but that's Satan. That's betrayal. They're just lying to you. It's like when a girl, like when you're trying to find a girl because she wants to step up, or you're playing sports and she starts crying, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, are you okay? And then she punches you in the nuts. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. You know? Then she stabs you in the nuts, and you're like, what the? Oh, you know, like that's what she do. I mean, no. That's just one of their techniques because there's still little girls that never grow the fuck up, and they know that. I mean, and that's what women are, bro. And they know that. They know they never grow the fuck up. Don't listen to women, bro. Women are fuck you up. They got everything they did by lying and fucking cheating and stealing and fucking and charity that we gave to them, that men gave to them. That's the only reason why they have this voice, this shit. Kamala Harris fucked her way to the top. So did Kim Kardashian. So did everybody else. I don't give a shit what y'all say. And some of these people were parachuted inside of this new CEO positions. You know, and back in the day, like 10 years ago, I used to think that we were in the same boat, me and feminists and minorities and all this shit. But now, oh man, no. Like, you know, I have sorely been mistaken, you know. Feminism encouraged every girl that I had to cheat on me and to kill my baby and to talk shit about me. They grew up to be worse racists than white people because they kill my babies and they do it themselves. And they betray me up close and personal. You know what I mean? And obviously they have split off. They are a eugenic racist. You know what I'm saying? You know, people, feminists. You know what I mean? And who needs racists when you got feminists, right? Because feminists, they'll dish you on every level. They'll dish you on every level of shit. You know what I mean? They'll dish you on your weight, your height, your class, your money, your looks, your hobbies. I mean, shit. They'll dish you on the car, you drive, everything, bruh. Who needs racists when you got feminists? I mean, and you know what I'm saying? It's just fucking bullshit. And so they all cheated, right? So feminism encouraged this bitch to cheat, and then the immigration policy. You know, let me tell you something about immigrants, bruh. That even though I'm a first generation and I am a minority that doesn't have a voice and doesn't have misrepresentation, and I've been, you know what I mean, accused of shit that I never did. You know, I've been victimized, ostracized, brutalized. No, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, they did it to me, right? They said that I'm the bad guy, right? Scapegoated. I've heard shit and known shit that I never was supposed to know and hear. But you know, either way, right? I say that when I was younger, I used to get jumped by Mexicans, bro. Like, that's just the truth. You know what I mean? I used to get jumped by people who didn't even have, like, I'm first generation, right? I was born here. I got jumped by people who came over here, who didn't have papers. They didn't even know English. You know what I mean? And when I was a kid and shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, just because they're immigrants don't mean that they're good people. You know what I mean? And Mexicans are racist towards Central Americans. If you did not know that, you know, they are really racist towards Central Americans. Like, they kidnapped them and shit. But you know, that's a little bit. It's too graphic to say on here. Like I said, the violence here in this country is not the same type of violence that's in other countries. You know what I mean? The shit over there is unspeakable. You know what I mean? It's horrendous. You know what I mean? You know, you got. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell I'm trying to tell Caucasian Americans. You know what I mean? Like. If when it comes down to it, I'd rather have the decency that you guys have, you know what I mean, than the Central American president, or what I mean, like, type shit, you know, like American standard, you know what I mean. I don't understand if y'all feel me, like, I understand if people understand what I'm trying to comprehend, trying to get across here. But you know, I had to assimilate, right? I took my time in assimilation, and I paid my dues, and you know what I mean, I try not to step on people's toes, and I let opportunities go because I just felt like I was inadequate and whatever. But you know, that was a mistake. You're not inadequate. You know what I mean? But it's just that, you know, when you come from the bottom, everybody tells you that you ain't shit. Like, you know, Mexicans try to backstab you. blacks, whites, Chinese. I mean, like anybody will try to say that they're better than you and your country. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that shit hurts, because it's betrayal, right? Betrayal always comes from somebody that is close to you, right? And that's why shit hurts, right? And yeah. But anyway, the point is that, like, I passed that shit already. Back to the point I'm trying to make, right, with feminism and shit. These fucking chicks, they don't even listen to their own mom, right? They don't even listen to their own dad. They don't listen to their own boyfriend, their husband, God, the Bible. I mean, you name it, these feminists don't listen, right? They don't listen. So what makes you think that you got to change the laws so that they're going to listen to your laws? I mean, what makes you think that? What makes you think that they're going to listen to your fucking laws? They don't listen because they're not Christian. I mean, this country, laws were made for people that follow the laws, like people that follow God and that are Christian. You know what I mean? Religious, because they follow their law. That's what they do. You know what I mean? This civilization society was made for people that historically are religious. You know what I mean? Because they are already trained to follow the laws, and they have the moral superiority. They have the moral fiber and to set the moral standard that is to create an efficient, prospering nation, not a nation in decline like what we have now. I mean, and that's because they're religious, and they've been religious, and they understand the importance of being religious, and that means that they're better people. So, like, all these people that are trying to fucking talk crap about God and they're gay, they're feminists, and they're all this hoopla and all this crap. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, these people don't know love. If they don't know God, they don't know love, and expect them to be exposed one day like P. Diddy. You know what I mean? Because they're full of shit. You know what I mean? And one day, they might rise, but one day they'll fucking fall. You know what I mean? They're rising with capitalism, but one day they'll all fucking burn it, and they'll be exposed like P. Diddy. Don't make no mistake about it, bro. Fucking feminists are evil, bro. You know what I mean? Make no mistake about it. Like, they're evil. Like whores and modern day feminism. And also like well, even misogynist, I guess. But, like, let's just be realistic, right? This is how I look at life. I'm not given this world. I gotta grow up in it. Okay? But when women take advantage of the kindness that men give them in order for their own benefit, at this point, because of feminism, it has allowed them to leverage their looks, their age, their vanity, right? Even their baby reproduction. You know what I mean? And that is just too far, bruh. Like, they use all of this stuff as a way to try to increase their own values in the marketplace, right? In the dating marketplace, you know what I'm saying? That's just too much. I mean, this shit is like, you can't use babies as a crutch or as a weapon. Like, women weaponize sex, right? If you don't know what that means, is like when they're in a relationship, right, and they do something that the man, like, they disobey their man, they do so, and then they say, well, you know what I'm saying, they'll just have sex and he'll forgive me, right? And if, you know what I mean, and so for the sex, he'll shut up, right? Keep him busting nuts till he's a numbskull, right? Till he's a numbskull and he doesn't understand, and he doesn't fucking, you know what I mean, question me anymore, or what I did last night, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, women weaponize it, and then they say, well, you're not gonna get no pussy or whatever, like crap like that. First of all, if you're any gentleman that's with a woman like that, bro, leave her ass. You should never have to ask for sex. You know what I mean? Should never have to ask for sex. That's number one. You see, and this is what you gotta deal with, because you're already with ran through ass bitches. You know what I mean? That's why, like, this is the standard that y'all set upon people. And they're like, shut the heck up, because those, like, people want better than that. You know what I mean? I don't want that. You know what I mean? People want better than that. But y'all making, because y'all setting that standard, y'all are trying to influence kids to say, or to think that is the standard. That's the only standard. And y'all full of shit. Obviously, y'all full of shit. That is not the only standard, but that's the standard that they want to say, and like you make them give up hope, you know, really quickly. God damn it, you fucking piece of shit, bro. So anyway, you know, remember guys, I'm just like kind of trolling here. Um, so yeah, and after they kicked off Doctor Disrespect, right, on Twitch, on this shit, they allowed women like feminism again. They said that men were so bad and they were so bad and all this shit that we were monsters for objectifying women. But then what they did, right? They allowed women to objectify themselves. They allowed women to objectify themselves, and now you have all these girls that are soft cam webcam girls. You know what I'm saying? They're soft cam webcam girls. You know what I mean? Softcore webcam girls. You know what that is? It's like that's like porn. You know what I mean? And they allowed these bitches to come and take advantage of you guys, like of the guys that they, like I said, crushed their spirit. Because this was our spirit, like gaming was our spirit. Like we had a gaming spirit. It was a community. It was actually vibrant. Like y'all don't understand that? Like it was live. It was really live, man. It was really fucking dope. It was really cool. You know what I'm saying? And they had to come and fuck it up, man. I mean, and then they made y'all fucking have to instead, you know what I'm saying, witness fucking girls fucking stripping for money on the same websites that they called men out for supposedly sexually objectifying women. You see what I'm saying? It's some fucking bullshit, cuz. I mean, like, it's some fucking bullshit. They destroyed gaming, like, the spirit. Like, they didn't destroy it. But they try to crush the spirit of men. They try to crush the spirit of men. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck they're doing. Like, the only way... They don't fight fair, bro. Females don't fight fair. First of all, they're under us. They're not supposed to be ruling over us. That's straight up. Off the cuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. Them bitches are not the ones that are supposed to be running the show. I mean... They don't have the perspective, the glory, the legacy, the honor. They don't have nothing. The morality. You know what I mean? They don't have the perspective. They don't have the experience. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how they feel, bro. My life, my safety is more important than these hoes' feelings, right? So it's like, you know, and that's what they don't give a fuck, right? Bitches ain't shit. Okay, so anyway. So then, right? Fuck. Because so they say I lost it, but nah. It's just like I'm telling them what the fuck it is because I did tell them when I was younger. You know, like it's funny because you know this is the thing that y'all shooting yourself in the foot right now, gentlemen, by accepting feminism and accepting what women say as being the absolute truth and not standing up for yourselves against this shit. Y'all shooting yourself in the leg because you see those girls will use that against you afterwards. You allow one bitch to slide, then they're all gonna want to slide. You allow one fucking piece of shit to fuck your girlfriend, they're all gonna want to fuck your girlfriend. You know what I mean? And then if you allow feminism and you allow to be treated like dirt and you think you're being nice, you know, they're going to treat you like dirt the rest of your fucking life. I mean, you got to stand up for yourself and your morals. You know it's against God. You know what's good. You know that it doesn't feel good to be cheated on. You know that they're evil. I mean, and you need to fucking stand up for that. Because these bitches are out of control. They will keep being out of control until somebody puts them in their place. And they need to be put in the place. They actually want to be put in the place. They wish that they could be marriage material. They wish they weren't whores. They regret the long list of dudes that they fucked. I mean, these bitches are out of their goddamn mind, bro. I mean, and later they're fucking saying that, oh, why did you do this? Oh, what the fuck? Trying to blame men for their own actions. You know what I mean, that's fucking stupid. Like when they cheated, like, no, I didn't want to be cheating, but he did this to me. You know what I mean? Like, no, bitch. Like, you did it yourself, right? You got only yourself to blame for that shit. For being a hoe, right? But they'll try to make it seem like that they're good girls and that they wouldn't have cheated unless you did something to them. You know what I mean? And that's bullshit. It was your own fucking shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, that's just fucking annoying. You know what I mean? Oh. Oh my gosh. So, you need to stand up for yourself. So that's what happened, and so now then feminists allowed women to prostitute themselves or sell their, like, you know, to softcore cam girl porn on Twitch to the same men that they had tried to demonize or whatever, criminalize. So the men were like, okay, we can't sexually objectify women, right? And this is where the mental abuse comes into play. This is where the mental abuse comes into play, right? Like, they told the men that they were guilty of being of sexually objectifying men, right? On gaming, right? We were gaming. We didn't even want nothing to do with these bitches. We want to play the games, and they came over here talking that crap, right? Banning men and our freedom of speech and all that shit, right? Just and then allow these girls to come in and fucking and try to decide what's best for the culture that they're not even part of. You know what I'm saying? That they never, you know what I'm saying? They're not, like, hip hop's a culture, then gaming is definitely a culture, right? And it's a culture of smart people, mainly dudes who, in order to build these games, they gotta spend a lot of time by themselves. They don't got no time for these fucking bitches and their nonsense, bro, because women are like spoiled little brats, bro. I mean, like, all they do is fucking fuck up shit, bro. That's all they care about, only having fun. They don't care about building anything. They don't care about doing anything else but having fun, bro. I mean, always got to come in to get a man's thing, a man's creation, and try to fucking make it theirs. You know, leeching on and shit. You know what I mean? Anyway. So then it came to this shit that men had created, right? And that women were also there, but you have to respect the people that created the shit. Nerds, right? You have to respect the nerds, right? Because they're the ones that fucking made this shit. I mean, you're cool with nerd, right? I mean, you're smart enough to discern that, right? Like that, to treat people like fucking human beings and shit. You see how much women treat men like shit, and then they're over here crying wolf. And then they're crying wolf, bruh. Right? Son of a fucking bitch. Anyway, so then they started allowing girls to prostitute themselves. So now look, think about the mind of a person that's in that situation when you're playing, right? You see messages, you see the people in the lobby start to go down a little bit. The males, right? The voice of it all, the spirit of it all starts to die down a little bit, right? And you see that males are. Now they get messages. You get banned for saying something. You never got banned your entire life. Like, you've been talking shit since you were, like, in 6th grade. You know what I mean? With these fucking old people on this shit. Nobody ever said anything, You know, you don't understand what's going on. You've learned a lot of game on here, and now you're the elder, right? But you see all the elders, you know, they kicked them off. You see all the older people, the people speaking out. And then one day you go into a lobby and it's so quiet, and everybody's like, you know, we all got that message, right? That we can't say bad things, right? And they conditioned you to fucking not be able to say what you want. You know what I mean? And then suddenly, you hear it. You hear a female. You hear a female in there for the first time ever. You know what I mean? You hear a female streamer, a female gamer. You know what I mean? For the first time, and like, you know, because over all the males, where all the men at? I don't know. You hear a female, you hear a female gamer, and you start talking, and your first thought is, well, I gotta be nice, right? I gotta be nice to this fucking bitch, right? Because you know I'm not a misogynist, right? And you start talking, but then you realize that she's like, you know, like talking, you know, in a bitchy tone. So you say, "Oh, you sound like a bitch," you know what I mean? And then she fucking says, "What you say?" And I say, you know what I mean? Like, nah, it's like I just whipped that ass right there, you know what I mean? You know, I just whipped that ass, and you know, in the game. And she says, "I don't like the way that you beat me in the game, and I don't like what you said, so I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna report you, like a fucking Karen on gaming. The little baby fucking is crying." You know what I mean? And she needs her daddy to come over here and help her navigate through life. You know what I mean? Because she can't fucking fight her own goddamn battles. So she has to fucking report the motherfucker. You know what I mean? And so that's why, and then you realize that's why I was so quiet. Because every single fucking guy that was just speaking his mind, motherfucker got banned. Right? To allow these bitches in there. And then these bitches proceed to see a bunch of men who do not hear the real voice of men, who have bit their tongue, who have tried to accommodate for them, and who have felt even some of them felt encouraging to them. Some of them even felt like they needed to help them. You're a victim. Oh, I'm falling for the trick. Oh yeah, you're a victim. I gotta defend you. I mean, falling for it. For Satan, for the Trojan horse of victimization of women, right? And then they bite their tongue. They get either kicked off. All the men are kicked off, and then this is where women decide that, hey, look how we got these men fucking behaving for us. What are we gonna do? We're gonna open up a market for these fucking chumps and losers, and we're gonna fucking sexualize ourselves for money. Even though that's what we accuse them of doing, sexually objectifying us. You know, that's the shit. The whole thing started off. We were promised good women. We got fucking stupid whores and tricks instead, and prostitutes instead. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine in the mind of a man, right? The dude that could know that this bitch is a prostitute, she's only hustling your ass. He's kicked off. He got kicked off. He's banned. His voice was silenced. His First Amendment right was stepped on, violated. You know what I'm saying? He's in jail. He's in the gulag. And these bitches are now hustling these motherfucking kids. These young men. And these older men. And these lonely men. And these nerds. And all these people who are gaming. And they do this shit for 10 fucking years. Right? Taking advantage, like keeping up the fucking narrative that, oh, you bitches are victims, while simultaneously exploiting yourself and for money for the men. You see what I'm saying? Like taking advantage of men's loneliness and their kindness that they showed you. Even though I know and you know that you'd never fuck any of these losers. You know what I mean? So all you want to be nice for is you just want men to be nice for so you can take advantage of them. That's all it was. You know what I mean? It was all a fucking grand design for you to sexualize yourself, but you had to attack gamers and nerds and make them feel and dehumanize them and push them to the edge and make them feel like they're monsters just so you could come out here and sexualize yourself to these fucking lonely fucking men. You know what I mean? It's fucking cruel. You know what I mean? What bitches have done. Like, that's why I say that they have slaughtered men. You know what I mean? Because they slaughtered these young dudes into actually thinking that they're victims, and then they proceed to sexualize themselves while the young man is thinking, I gotta stand up for this bitch, and then she's a fucking bitch just trying to hustle him. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. If you had a friend, right, and a girl was taking advantage of him, right, like that, right, in real life, would you say anything? I mean, and that's the truth. Feminism is a fucking joke. They're full of fucking misandrous fucking bitches that they only want you to fucking feel like you're a monster, so you be nice to them, so that then they can fucking play your ass and fucking take you for everything you got. I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, don't ever get shit fucked up. But anyway, that's all I got for today. And hope you guys understand what I was saying. Uh, but yeah, that new Kamala Harris campaign is purely demonic. After 10 years of girls sexualizing themselves on there, after them cheating on men all over the place, and to the point that you can't even say anything. 90% of bitches are cheaters. To the point that that they have lost their morals, their values, and they're all going to hell. And the point that they have destroyed chivalry, they have destroyed decency, harmony, and peace, like in a community, because they fuck each other's friends and they create beef between men. They have destroyed brotherhoods and families. They have destroyed the nuclear family, units, the Judeo-Christian unit of a family, where the man is the head of the household and they believe in God and they have God in their lives, and they have real love. The kid stays a virgin until they're married and they move out, stuff like that. They have contributed to sexual exploitation of women and children. They have given the children into the hands of these immoral women and gay men, perverts. And that's just like fucking predatorial at this point. Women, like, I want y'all to, like, for real, like, avoid feminism, because it is a victim mentality that'll send you to perdition. You're gonna be lost. I'm serious. Like, seriously, you're not a fucking you're not a victim. You're not a victim unless you think you're a victim. And if you accept feminism, then you're fucking tattooing that shit into your brain that you're a victim and shit. That men are evil and that you need to get back at them. When in the end of the day, what your life course is supposed to be is that you're supposed to get married with a guy and have a family with a guy and be like one unit with a guy. You know what I mean? Dumbass shit. So these girls want to be fucking whores until they're 30, and that is not normal. They're trying to defend that lifestyle, and that's not a fucking good lifestyle to defend, for you to be a whore till you're 30. You know what I mean? And then suddenly try to demand men to get married. So you held out on men, and you went to go fuck whoever you wanted, right? And then you expect men to still be there at 30 years old. You know what I mean? And most men are still fucking single, but we'd rather be single than be with you because we know that you're just full of shit. This is all just for your perversion of your sexual lifestyle. And again, like, you have contributed to the sexualization, objectifying of your own self, and other women like you. And you're not a victim, because you're not more of a victim than I am. And there's people in third world countries that are doing way worse than you. While you're over here you're in a first world country choosing to fucking be a sexual worker. You understand what I'm saying? You're saturating the internet with that shit, because they don't have internet like that in the third world countries. They do here. And all y'all do is fucking post pictures of your fucking ass. All you do is fucking, you know what I'm saying? Adam and Eve, y'all naked, and that y'all just look at each other naked and shit. That's all y'all do. Perversion. Rubbing your own. Anyway, the point is that that's all y'all do, and that's what y'all do, and it's sick. I was gonna say something. I missed the point earlier that I said about feminism being like satanic and demonic, but also that males, they did all that stuff, and then they sexually objectify themselves on Twitch for 10 years, and nobody says anything about that. Like, we're all the feminists that were telling us that we were sexually objectifying women, and they made it such a big fucking deal with their Trojan horse and shit. You know what I mean? And they said that men are perverts. No. Gay motherfucking men are perverts. Okay? Gay people are more perverts than straight men will ever be. Get that straight. You know what I mean? And then the second thing is that you women that have sex without having kids, you know what I mean, and y'all prostituting yourselves are way more perverts than we are. You don't have no decency. All right? So, and y'all don't say shit about those girls that are softcore webcam girls on Twitch, on a gaming platform, to the same men that you supposedly accused of. You see what I'm saying? That you accused of being fucking a misogynist or sexually objectifying women. So what do you want us? What do you want us to do? You want us to sexually objectify you, pay you, give you money? Be perverts? Or do you want us to be men? Right? And so why the fuck are you supporting women that sexually objectify themselves if you're a feminist? You see, that's how I know that it's just misandry, that you just meant to say that against men. Because you're just a fucking bigot. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, right, like all this stuff was done, and treachery. It was betrayal. It was lies. It was corruption. It's the devil. You know what I mean? And and dead ass, like it's just the devil. And y'all need to understand that, because I'm not telling my channel or my viewers that feminism is evil because I'm trying to make females feel bad. I would tell them that it is evil. They need to avoid it. You know what I mean? Because you need to think about this. If you're 17 or whatever, if you're thinking about sex, right? You need to get married. You know what I mean? There's guys that are willing to get married with you if they believe that you're the right girl. If a guy leaves you, it's because they believe that you're too easy and that you'll be easy to the next guy, that you're cheating on them. You know what I mean? So the best thing a woman could do is to freaking you know what I'm saying, have standards. You know what I'm saying, and get married with a guy. Like keep that standard. Like wait, what is it? Like wait, like have abstinence until you get married. And if you do that, the guy will, if he wants to marry you, then he'll wait too, and he'll do that. He'll do it. But he might take a little bit of time because there's not that many girls like you. You know what I mean? 90% of fucking bitches are not like you. So I mean, if you are a fucking girl that's a virgin, then more power to you. You're amazing, and I'm happy for you. But you know what I'm saying? 90% of women are not like you. I mean, so most men would not even believe you. You know what I mean? And so if you are going out with a man and you are choosing abstinence, then he'll probably, like, his patience will run thin. You know what I mean? Because basically, but if he sticks that out with you, then more power to y'all. And then like he'll eventually see his truth and he'll marry you. You know what I mean? But you gotta tell him to marry you. You know what I mean? You can't, like, guys aren't gonna fucking take that leap of faith nowadays because these bitches, it's suicide. But if you a goddamn girl that's just trying to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, if you're just trying to act like you're a virgin, or you're gonna cheat, you want to have those lifestyle, you even think about fucking having a lifestyle like that one day, like having hot girl summers and shit. You want to go everywhere. You don't want to get, if you don't want to get married, have kids, and be at home with your husband, right? Then you're probably not watching my channel. You know what I mean? But the point is that, like for the girls that do have, they're not shallow and actually have some depth and actually, you know what I'm saying, were raised right and believe in God and stuff, then yeah, man, like you just got to be patient with a fucking guy that, but that's the best thing I can do, because honestly, you're going to end up like 90% of fucking girls are going to hell. I mean, and they'll go everywhere. They'll go to Las Vegas, they'll go to New York, they'll go to Paris, they'll go where the fuck the money takes them, right? But they won't go to heaven. They won't have no peace. They'll be miserable. They'll make mistakes, and but whatever. Like, and if they don't, then I'm just gonna say that this country, the game is rigged, and this shit sucks. But whatever. I still have my faith in God. Today is one of the most holiest days of Israel, Yom Kippur. Um, you know, so yeah, but like, all these girls cheat, and if you're a dude, again, like, the best thing I can do is basically, try to find that girl that has saved herself, because that shows that she has standard. Like, really, we're only meant for one partner for the rest for our lives and stuff. But I know that's like, for some people that's going to be extremely difficult, and to some other people, some men, that's probably impossible, because every girl's here, like 90% of girls are a fucking whore. That means that 90% of men, or like the 90% that marry that try to marry those 90% of girls, are, it's impossible. But I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find that diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out with a girl that stays out. You know what I mean? But you see, I don't stay out, so that's good. So but that's what they wanted. You see, that's why feminism was just made for them to be good taxpayers. For them to work in the labor force, and to be good taxpayers, and to be good consumers. That's all it was. That's all it is. I mean, they got $35 trillion in debt. You know what I mean? They need y'all bitches out there working, buying shit. You know what I mean? Doing whatever the fuck it is to stimulate the economy. You know what I mean? And just like males. You know what I mean? But in turn, yeah, which I don't understand, y'all giving up your freedom for that. You made corporations monies. You made Starbucks money. You made all these fucking makeup fucking people money. You made Kim Kardashian money. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, and all that shit is at the expense of your freedom. I mean, because those corporations don't give a fuck about you. I mean, but soon y'all will realize, like, I hope one day y'all fucking bitches realize how fucked up, how dirty you did us and this country. Because that's like betrayal to this country as well. And God and everything else. But I do believe in God. I do believe that y'all will be judged. You know what I mean? Before your end, before your ultimate end, you will be judged. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. Okay, so that's it. I think I'm done. I forgot the other point that I had. It was a good point too, but I mean, whatever. Just remember, guys, that Kamala is evil. Kamala, Kabbalah. You know what I mean? Yeah, P Diddy was a Democrat. He endorsed Kamala firsthand. So did Steve no Harvey Weinstein. It was a Democrat. You know, he's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And Jeffrey Epstein was a Democrat. He supported directly $250,000 to the Clinton Foundation when he was still alive, or quote unquote alive. And so yeah, man, fuck the Democrats, man. I'm sick of the Democrats. And I don't know what kind of pieces of shit they got on the right. I mean, we'll probably go like one thing we could be certain of is that once they in power, we could definitely fucking uncover their fucking shit too. I mean, but these fucking the people on the left, they're cooked, bro. They're fucking done. You know what I mean? Like they're cooked, and all they're doing is fucking standing up for bullshit that is sin. So like the first time when Biden first fucking when Biden was campaigning, you know what he said? He said he was going to defend gays and defend women. So what does that say? That means that he probably brought out a lot of gays and women and black people to go vote, right? And immigrants and shit to go vote, right? And so like we need to, I guess we all need to come out again and outnumber these people because these people are fucking stupid. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say that they're fucking dumb. Like they're supporting. They're not supporting gay people. They're supporting sodomy. You know what I mean? They're not supporting feminism and abortion. They're supporting murder. You know what I mean? They're not supporting immigrants. Migrants. They're supporting lying, cheating, and stealing, right? Like like the type of shit that you have to understand. And murdering because cartels and shit. They're letting the cartels expand their market. You know what I mean? And that's fucking dangerous. That's terroristic. I mean, fucking bullshit. And so like again, I say, that I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of what Biden did in Ukraine and Israel and Afghanistan. Leaving billions of dollars to the Taliban. You know what I mean? And actually, what I'm saying, um, they don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? They spent money on that shit. They don't have no money to help the people that were hurt by Hurricane Helene or Helena or Milton, right? So it's just fucking stupid, bro. Like I'm sick of this shit. Um, don't listen to women, bro. Like what I'm saying, like these women are going to hell, and even the girls that look good, they're overrated, bro. Overrated. Like just what I'm saying. Like the secret to getting a girl is just being funny. If you can make a girl laugh, she's yours. You know what I mean? Like basically, if you can keep a girl laughing, then she'll love you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter about her looks. But you see, the girls that are shallow as fuck, yeah, I know that's true. But stop selling your fucking pussy. You're sexually objectifying everything. It's getting sick. It's getting sick. Cause I know you bitches don't got no skills. That don't mean you gotta be fucking sexualizing yourself all the time. You know what I mean? This is annoying. Um, but yeah, there is love. There is love. Love is a real thing. Don't believe that love is not a real thing. I mean, there is love because there is God, and God showed us love, right? So in order to have love in your relationship, you know what I mean. In order for you to stay together and be in love and have love in your relationship, you gotta have God. You know what I mean. It just makes sense. So I mean, I would suggest if you don't know about God, that's the first thing that you should do is read the Bible, is learn about Jesus Christ, learn about it all, and understand that. And if when you get caught up and because that's where you gotta be a man. Being a Christian is tough. I mean, but you gotta be tough. You gotta be tough with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the faint of heart. I don't care what like some churches and people do. They try to be soft for these girls and shit. No, no, it's not. It's not that. You need to be warriors. I mean, you need to be a Christian zealot. No, but you gotta be a spiritual warrior in these times because there's so much out there that wants to attack you when you become a Christian. There's so much temptation and sin. There's so much control over you that people want to have. You know what I mean? Corporations, you know, the government. And there's going to be a time where they say, you know, in the Bible that they're not going to be able to, you know, print the word, the Bible. You know what I mean? And the only people they're going to remember are the people that had read it and that passed it on to their children and that they remembered it. You know what I mean? In their mind. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when a lot of people will be deceived. You know what I'm saying? And that's when a lot of people will be deceived. So you got to fucking build that right now. You know what I'm saying? Pass it down. And you got to read it and study it. And the more that you become and know it. And there's also going to be a time where every tongue shall profess, you know, God's name and the kingdom of heaven and all this stuff. And like I said, this is way in the future. But in order for you to have love, you know, you got to know God. Because without God, you don't know love. If you don't know, you need to know love in order to know God. If you don't know God, you don't know love, true love. You know what I mean? And if that's what you want, then the best thing for you to do is to study God. You see, I didn't know this. I thought that if I were to get a girlfriend when I was young, when I was like 16, 17, I started thinking I need to get married. You know, and then I can learn about God, right? And I can learn with my girl together, and it'll be like a power up booster. You know what I mean? No, it was like I need to learn about God first, and I messed up. You know, that's why, truthfully, you know, the more that you put off learning to God, it's like you're not even living. You're putting off your life. You know, I wasted 10 years of my life because I didn't follow God. You know, 10 years. I mean, of just being lost. You know what I mean? A perdition, and I had to because you see, I was trying to prove that I could do things on my own. You know what I mean? Just like how all these people are that are proud. You know what I mean? Oh, I can do things on my own and I don't need God. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I got this. You know what I'm saying? I can navigate through it. But then I had to excuse myself when I had sex the first time, and then the second time, and then I smoked, and then I skipped, and then I fought somebody. You know, and I had to keep excusing myself like, okay, like I know this is bad, but you know what I mean? It's fine because you know because God, you know what I mean. But I didn't know God like that. You know, I knew God, but I didn't read the Word as a. See, you gotta keep revisiting God. Like when you're a kid, you learn God as a kid, but you're a kid, and you're in a different part of life. But then you gotta revisit God when you're older. I mean, when you're an adolescence or something, or when you become a, you know, you know what I'm saying, like when you become 30, and then again when you're like 50 or whatever, you know, like pretty much you're supposed to have him your whole life, you know, your whole life. Um, but but yeah, like I said, uh, these like you know for me, you know, it got to the point that I hit rock bottom, and I realized like I should have like and I went to God after the, you know everybody when I started getting closer to God, like since I had been so away from God, when I started getting close to Him, everything in my life started crumbling around me. You know what I mean? Because everything that I had made was built with sin. You know, it was built without Him. I mean, so he was cutting through my spirit, like the word pierces through one's soul, and I was like, it was just like I almost felt like He was destroying me. You know what I mean? And it was like, I mean, it was really intense, and you know what I mean. But no, but like I like you know my girlfriend was cheating, so you know I let her go, right? Because I knew that that wasn't love, right? I kept faith and stuff, but you know I had misplaced my faith a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I had put faith in a relationship that was gonna last, but it didn't. And you know, if you're thinking about peace and love and harmony, you know, and all that stuff, you're not gonna get that with a woman. You're gonna get that with God. You know what I mean? God is gonna give you the peace. God is gonna give you the harmony and the love. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna find peace with a woman. I know that what you want is you want to be a man. You wanna have a girlfriend you can have sex with and have cute moments with and stuff like this. A partner in life, companionship. That's what you want. But you know, companionship is not the same as peace, and it's not the same as love and harmony. You know, and you know, you can have, you know, the you know, Christianity is so good that it's so powerful that like women will think, why don't you need me and shit? You seem to be so happy and thriving without a woman. It's like, cause you know you got God in your life, you don't need a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's just that like you know when everybody goes against you, when you get when I was trying to get closer to God, everybody went against me. You know, my friends, my girlfriend, my family, you know, society, you know, everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm truthful. I'm truly more oppressed than women. You know what I mean? And but yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, so there you go. You can't have love without women, and believe me, even though some dude is probably with a chick that you might like, you know what I'm saying? There's always some dude tired of fucking her. She's every girl's annoying, and their sex is probably overrated. You know what I mean? But it don't matter. I mean, you wouldn't want that because their company, they're not truly happy. You know, there's death that would make you miserable. You know, remember that there's like some of these guys might think that a girl's beautiful, but because they knew her when she was 19, you know what I mean? Not when she, you know what I'm saying, not when she's 30. You know, they change, you know, they get older, they get fatter, whatever. And, you know what I mean? Not only that, but I mean, I could go on and on as to why, you know, being with a girl is not is all overrated. You know what I mean?